Before I came to the UK, no, I wasn't even somebody that liked YouTube before I came to the UK.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Breaking Grounds by No Show Me. And today I have a very exciting person. I know from the thumbnail you would have seen her. She's one of my mentor on YouTube. She has over how many subscribers on YouTube? Oh my goodness. This is someone I really look up to in the nursing YouTube space. She's so amazing. She's so diligent. And you know what? She's been down to earth, always ready to teach, always ready to, put you through with everything that you need to do. With a resounding clap, please let's bring on Naniel
Yay!
Thank you very, very much for honoring me and for doing this with me. I am so grateful.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me too, and thanks for all the nice things you said.
Oh my goodness, you're such a big name on YouTube, and you're
Yeah.
someone that I really look up to. I know we would discuss a lot of things in the course of this video because there's so many things I've learned from you, and I'm still learning from you. And
Yeah.
that's why we've brought you here to, dig from your well of knowledge because, you're such an amazing YouTuber, a storyteller, and you're just up there. Like we just look at you like, oh, that's Danielle.
Hey, it's okay. Thank you. My head is beginning to swell up already. Thank you.
Guys, Nanelle is not feeling too well, but because we booked this, she honored this invitation. So please, our voice is quite coarse, but please just thank her for me in the comment section.
Welcome to Showunmi O'Clock. Please watch, like, comment, and subscribe.
So, did you even ever see yourself as a YouTuber? Did you ever think that you would ever be a YouTuber one day?
Before I came to the UK, no, I wasn't even somebody that liked YouTube before I came to the UK. You know how data is expensive back in Africa, like, but over here, I only started watching YouTube like more frequently when you get access to free data or Wi-Fi, you know, and it was then that I started thinking that maybe I should start this. Yeah, so after I came to the UK, that's when it started, you know, becoming something that I wanted to do. Yeah.
So, what really inspired you to say, okay, today I'm going to open this YouTube channel and I'm going to start posting something?
So I've always loved storytelling, writing, and all of that. Back in senior high school, I was the junior editor for our seniors for their school magazine. I was their junior editor for 2 years.
Wow.
And then for my year group, I was the editor in chief for my year group school magazine. And then we made one of the best magazines
Wow.
for St. Rose's Senior High School. So I've always liked a bit of, journalism, writing, and all of that. And I think that's where the love started. Even before I did science in school, I always wanted to do journalism or wanted to be a lawyer. So that was where I think I've always had that passion, talking, speaking, and all of that. But when I came to the UK, I was one of the very first people in my year group in my class, nursing school, to move abroad. And most people were still clueless about the process. Where do I even write this CBT? Where do I do this? What is UKVI and all of that? So people would call me and I had to explain and explain and explain and explain to all of them. And my mommy would call me, oh, my friend's daughter is also in Ghana. She's a nurse. She wants to move abroad. At that time, the pathway was not very popular.
Yeah.
So this is back in 2018. And I'm like, maybe I should start something, right? So I kept pushing it back, and then one time I decided to just gather and then start. So during COVID, when I had, my free time, I decided to start. So that was so that when I do the video, instead of keeping explaining to each particular person, I'll just send you the link to watch. And then
Mm.
also the fact that YouTube will pay me for that, I'm like, then it's a win-win. Yeah.
But did you ever imagine that your YouTube channel will grow this big?
No,
Because
not at all. Not at all.
oh,
I
well,
never thought about it.
I would say, like, I met you on the YouTube space, like, I don't know, randomly. I think one of the video where you were saying maybe groceries shopping or something. I think in 2019, shopping or something. I saw this person. I was like, who is this person? What are they saying? And there was
Yeah.
another video where you did with all of your friends that you were really laughing and all of that. I was like, oh, this is nice. But when I started, like, because I finished school in 2019, when I finished school and I was looking to, migrate to the
You
UK.
are such a baby. You finished school in 2019. You're a baby.
Yeah. I'm a very small girl. So when I finished school in 2019, I was like, oh, I want to move to the UK. And I started looking for information. You were that person. Like I started looking at your videos, doing everything. And that's why I knew who Daniel was. In fact, my husband knows Daniel. I'm like, I'm doing a video with Daniel. I was like, oh,
Oh,
no,
thank
that's really
you.
nice. We know the way it is now in the UK. You're a mom of one. How do you combine working? Now you work with the NHS. How do you combine working with the NHS, being a mother, being a wife, staying in the UK? And the thing about your information is if I hear any information online, I'm going to Danielle's video to go and check what has she said about this. Do you understand? How do
Yeah.
you find those things and you are really fast? Like your information just goes really quickly, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how does she do it? I'm really struggling as I am.
No, it's not easy.
How
So
do
the
you
first thing is now, even now, I don't post as much as I used to before because, like you said, I now work with the NHS. So I'm always sick. Like ever
Mm,
since I started working in the ED, I'm always sick. So it's not easy. Ever since I started working in NHS, it's been even more difficult. But honestly, like these things keep me going. The fact that now I depend on it, you know, the income that comes from YouTube, I depend on it. My family depends on it. We need it, right?
mm.
So it's like now I have no option
So it's a
because
job
I'm
for
not
you
making much. Yes, I'm not making much from nursing because I've reduced my nursing hours. I only do 3 days a week,
now.
right? And the fact that
Mm,
people will ask you, Nanelle, have you seen this? Are you not going to make a video about it? People
mm,
are also pushing you. And then I have a passion for it and I have included it in my schedule. The
mm,
same way that you have included the fact that every morning you have to brush your teeth in your
mhm,
schedule, that you don't have to think of it when you wake up, you go to the bathroom. I've included filming and writing, planning my videos in my weekly schedule.
mm.
So sometimes when it has become a part of me, I've done it for so long now.
It's
So
a routine.
sometimes, yeah, when I'm not happy, when I know that there's something that I have to do, when
Mm,
I'm able to plan a video, when I'm able to film a video, I feel so happy,
mm,
right? So now my son goes to nursery.
mm,
The nursery is about maybe 4 hours. Immediately I send him to nursery. Remember, I'm only doing 3 days at work, so that means I have 4 days off. So
mhm.
the 4 days, if they are weekdays and I have to send my son to school, I know that out of those 4 days, maybe I'm going to use one to do my bulk cooking for the family,
Yeah.
and then one I'm going to use it to at least one or two of them to film and plan a video. So I would um take my son to school, come back, have coffee, and then I would film.
Mm,
So one thing that has helped me is the fact that I've included it in my schedule. Now it has become a habit. And secondly, as well, I have a supportive husband. Today is a holiday in Northern Ireland, so my son is not in school.
mm,
So he is taking care of the child and allowing me to film now. I told him come take care of him so that I can film. Another thing is that I am now what's the word? I'm delegating. I don't edit my videos anymore. I don't do my thumbnails anymore. I realize that I cannot win if I decide to do everything.
mm,
So I have had somebody in Ghana who edits my videos for me. I've had somebody in Morocco who does my thumbnails for me. I've not even seen them before. I just
mm,
found them
mm.
online. So,
Wow.
yeah, so it has reduced a lot of work. So you have to delegate. You have to delegate. You can't do everything. I have not delegated the part that I cannot delegate this part of me filming.
Mhm.
The other parts that I can do, I will delegate. And I
Wow.
need the money too. I need. I'm broke.
Well
Yeah.
done. You're doing so well. Like you inspire not just me. I know you inspire a lot of people. And I remember that you were one of the persons that allowed my channel grow. I was not thinking to grow my channel. I was just thinking, I was thinking a long-term game. Like, let me just put like you just to put information on YouTube. And when people ask me, I remember one of my first videos I wrote, I'm not a YouTuber, but I was teaching people like how to sponsor themselves to the UK. But
I know.
when you invited me to your YouTube channel to speak. I think from there the following peaked, and that's one of the benefits that I've learned from you. Okay, I also want
You know,
to talk,
you bought my course too, right?
yeah, that's what I want to say. I want to talk
You've
about
been very
yours.
supportive of my
Yes,
brand, and I'm grateful.
I
Thank
say
you.
you're my online mentor. I follow
Thank,
you a lot. I love you so much.
thank
And
you
I'm
so
sure that one time when I come to Ireland, I'm definitely knocking at
much.
your door.
You have
So
to.
if you want to talk about your course, because doing your course, in fact, the light I'm using is the light you recommended, in the
Wow.
course. Yes. So most of the things that you said in this course, I have made use of it. And even like the editing part, I don't have that time. So I've not, harnessed that editing part. But the course is really, really helpful. Do you want to like tell people who are aspiring to be YouTubers, what would you say to them? And how would your course benefit them?
Yeah, so you heard it from Showunmi. I have paid huge money to learn from other people with millions of subscribers, and even sometimes people even Tayo Aina's course. I bought Tayo Aina's course. I
Oh,
have bought courses from so many people in the US with millions of subscribers, and I I have I don't even want to mention names. So I sat down and I said these things are common in like all of these people, like the courses that they've done, these things, and then some of them, based on my experience, I know that this is true, right?
mm,
And people come to my channel and they are impressed with the growth, and they
mhm,
want to learn from me as well.
mhm,
And I'm like, okay, why don't I also make a course, right? So
mhm,
this course is everything that has helped me grow my channel to now, and everything that I have learned from all of these big YouTubers. I
mm.
mentioned Tayo Aina because that's what most of people will know.
No,
Uh,
yes.
will um, that's what I'm sure most of
It's
your viewers will, yeah, can relate with, and other big YouTubers as well. And so honestly, it has helped me. And from time to time, I still go back to some of the things that, like for instance, in my course, I always say that it's not every video that you have to give too much of a long intro to introduce yourself, blah blah blah. And sometimes I find myself going back and doing the wrong thing, and then I'm like, you are teaching people not to do this. Why?
mhm,
So even with me, it's still something that I use as a guide, to help me even till date, right? And
mhm.
then I took about, let's say, 3 weeks off to really do the course. I invested a lot of time, a lot of research, and it has been a blessing to so many people. And I'm
Yeah.
just hoping that if you're willing to start your YouTube channel, and some of the things can even be applied to other things, like the consistency and all of that can be applied to other building other social platforms as well. So if
Mhm.
you're looking to start a YouTube channel, I feel like it's honestly a great resource to have. And I invited other big YouTubers in
But,
the
yeah.
space, some from Ghana. Zion Felix, that guy now has built like a mansion from social media. You
Mm,
know, he's several houses that he's bought from earnings he's made from social media,
mm,
apartment buildings and all of that. We all know Tochi Esther is also doing so great on social media. So
mhm.
these are YouTubers that, and Gossip 24, and I have put all the resource and the information that all these YouTubers also shared on their course as well. So you're getting from experts in the game, and these are Africans that you can relate with. So I feel like it'll be very great if you want to grow your YouTube. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Nanelle is not selling this course as much
I
as
My husband says it all the time. He
it
says it all
because
the time.
when I saw this course, when I bought this course, I'm someone that I'm willing to pay any amount for knowledge. When I saw it, I was like, this person is my mentor. I need to buy this course. There's no how I need to buy this course. And you could see that she poured her heart into this course. I could see that. I'm like, don't
Thank you
play. This
so much.
woman is she's such a fountain of knowledge. Like,
Thank
how
you
did you
so
put
much.
this together? It's very detailed, beginner friendly. Even if you've had your YouTube for years and you're looking to upgrade your content and you're looking to, do more with your YouTube, this is the best course to just go. Don't waste your money anywhere. Just go to now. I'm going
Thank
to
you
add
so much.
the link in the description box so that you can just click on it and then you get it. I wanted to ask that what is the most rewarding experience you've had from this YouTube?
The fact that I see people randomly outside, even in Northern Ireland where there are not a lot of migrants, and they go like, "You brought me to the UK," literally. And I know your videos brought me to the UK. And those moments are just so emotionally fulfilling. I remember somebody came on one of my live videos, and it was a Nigerian man, and he says, "I know you brought me and my family to the UK. We knew nothing. Everything we did was based on your videos," and I got goosebumps from that. I mean, this person, saying, I've never even met this person before, and the fact that I have made a very significant impact in his life and that of his wife and that of his children, and it's going to affect his generation, I mean, to come. And I know there are so many other people that come. There are people who have bought houses
Mm.
because of my house set video, and I shared my realtor, my the how do you call it, the mortgage advisor. I
Mm-hmm.
shared his contact details, and even him as a white man, he's
It's
called to say that the number of black people
they've
who
got
came to him through my video. Some of them are not even in Northern Ireland; they are in
mm,
England. But with these things, you can't even do it remote. And
mm,
so he told me that anytime I want to buy another house, he's not going to charge me for nothing. You
mhm.
know, so there are people that I don't even know that I have impacted, but I have been able to impact, and that gives me so much joy. I think
Mm.
those would be the things. Yeah.
I think one of my friend came to Northern Ireland and she was like, I saw your friend. I'm like, who is my friend? She said, I saw Nadel because I'm always talking about you. I'm always sharing your videos
Oh.
to everyone. I'm like, I saw Nadel. I'm like, oh, she stays there. That's I think she said she did a video with her or something. I'm not sure. But she said she
I
walked in.
think it was maybe. Did she just come to visit, or she lives here?
She she lives in England, but she came to Belfast for a
I
December.
think I saw her in town, and I did a video. I think I was a Belfast Christmas market. Maybe it will be here.
Yeah, I think so. She was like, she even did a video with her. I'm like, oh, I'm jealous of you. Oh, thank you so much. So,
Mhm.
what would you say to anyone who is still stalling, to start their YouTube channel or their YouTube is not growing as much? What advice do you have for them?
I just feel like these days there are other ways that you can get an audience, right? I think it's easy to get an audience on TikTok if you're consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think and on Instagram if you're consistent as well. And I feel like you can move some of these audiences to YouTube gradually,
Mm-hmm.
but TikTok videos are not as difficult to make like a YouTube video.
Yeah.
You're literally editing a 3 minute video, and you can do that on your way to the shop on the train, or
Mm-hmm.
as you are breastfeeding your child. You can even be editing the video.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not as difficult. So I feel like you should take advantage of those platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are big on those platforms, it will be easier than starting afresh on YouTube. Now, this is the advice that I would give. Do you
Wow.
understand? Yeah,
Mm.
because I feel like I was on TikTok. I I wasn't very
Consistent.
consistent on TikTok, so at one time I decided to take it serious, and I was posting 3 videos a day on
Mm.
purpose. And that month, I think I had over 20,000. You wouldn't get that on YouTube in
Mm.
that short while. It would be a miracle to do that.
Mm-hmm.
After I reduced the number of times I am posting,
Mm-hmm.
the growth also reduced, right?
Mm.
And there are so many people that have grown to get millions on TikTok, but it'll be difficult to get that same number on YouTube. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like TikTok is also paying, but
Mm-hmm.
it's easier to edit a 3 minutes video than to edit. When you post a 3 minute video on YouTube, nobody's even going to pay you. Okay, so take advantage of that, of those platforms as well, and then maybe gradually you can move your audience on
Has
there.
been so impactful. So, guys, you've heard from the horse's mouth, the bosses in the business. So,
Mm.
if you're looking to start your YouTube channel or you already have a YouTube channel and you've not known what to do with it, she's giving us the advice. Let's go to other platforms and then drag our followers to this platform. And I can see you're also growing your Instagram account.
Small, 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 small. I feel like when you start content creation, it'll be difficult, but I feel like from the get go, you have to take advantage of all the platforms.
Mm,
Honestly, because now I'm struggling to grow my YouTube and my Facebook, but people are making a lot of money from Facebook, but making loads of money from
yeah.
TikTok as well. And I feel like you can repurpose the content and then post it on all these platforms. You don't know which one your star will shine on. Okay,
Yeah.
so just take advantage of all of them. And we don't know which one will be non existent tomorrow.
Mm.
There have
Like
been platforms like
plans in the
MIDWIFE.
US. I saw the
Exactly.
that they were starting off.
Yes. So I feel like take advantage if content creation pays, is doing so well, it's making people millionaires. And I would recommend it for anybody, but I feel like don't be like me. When you're starting, take advantage of all the platforms.
Mm.
Yeah, it would help.
But what would you say to, I'm asking for myself now, to someone that has like, for example, now I have like two different niche. On Instagram, I'm actually a midwife where I am talking to people about midwifery because
Mm.
that's where that's what I started with, and with my antenatal platform. And with the content creation, I feel like some it doesn't match up. So what I do is to post my YouTube or my stories or my Instagram stories, and then the main midwifery um, part of my videos on my Instagram page, and on the YouTube, I'm posting my YouTube. I'm posting the videos from Instagram to YouTube Shorts, and then doing it. Do you think it's a good advice, or just put yourself all out, and
So in on YouTube, if you have a niche, it helps. But
Mm,
for instance, like I started showing people migration pathway, and
mm-hmm,
now that because of red list issues, it has become tough.
mm-hmm,
So I have lost a lot of viewers from back in Africa
mm-hmm,
because even if they watch you now, they're not getting jobs, and now it's become difficult, right? So
mm-hmm,
now I've transitioned to more of content for people that migrated through my channel because now and I in the UK already.
mm-hmm.
So you have to also look at your analytics and see which ones people are
Watch it.
vibing with more, and then you go hard on that. All of these platforms will give you analytics. When I
Mm,
check my analytics now, my audience are mainly from the UK. What does this mean? This means that these are people, the people that watch me now are people that are already in the UK.
okay,
So my
yeah,
contents now about people that want to move might not sell as much. But when I
mm-hmm,
do something about new immigration changes,
yeah,
okay, it will benefit those who are here.
mm-hmm,
You understand? And then, so now I look at that to make my content. Because you
mm,
don't want to waste time scripting a video, filming a video, editing a video, and then it's not going to be watched. So in your case, I would say that look at your analytics, and then see which ones are getting the most retention.
mm,
Retention is what is very important. Which ones are getting the most retention? Which ones are they watching for longer? And go hard on that one.
yeah,
You can still post the other ones, but go harder on the ones that are being watched for long. Because the
mm,
thing about all these platforms is that the algorithm would recommend the ones that people watched and
the,
probably watched again or
mhm.
watched for longer.
Mm. Yeah, I can say so because my videos from like 1 year ago, 2 years ago about midwifery, everything midwifery is like career. I mean career wise. Now, when I start to speak about career and all of that, people watch it again and again and again, and that's giving me loads of
Yes.
uh, watch time
So
ads.
you do similar ones around those ones.
Mm,
Yeah, it's about who is, they are all fighting for people to be on their platform.
mm,
So the person who wins in terms of keeping people longer on their platform wins. You are that person that they'll keep recommending your videos.
mm,
So instead of like, if you realize that your videos where you're sharing midwifery tips about childbirth, people watch for, if the video is, let's say the audience retention is 60%, meanwhile the other ones, the audience retention is 20%.
mm,
Post more topics around in these videos. And then these days, AI can give you more topics surrounding that particular topic. If you give it a good prompt, it'll be
mm.
able to give you, oh, I did a video which had with this topic or about this topic that had a lot of retention. Give me 20 video ideas, similar
Around.
topics around this. If you're able to prompt it well, it will give you similar. And then you make, and then even in the comment section, people might ask more questions, about similar things, and then you get ideas. Follow
Mm,
other people who do similar content and are doing well, and
mm,
then not copy them exactly, but get inspiration from them to also do similar ones, and then that is it. It's about who is pleasing the viewer the most. That person wins. Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. I know you might have already known Nanel, but if not, please, we are going to link her YouTube channel on there. You can follow her, especially if you're in the UK. She posts a lot of useful videos and very informative videos. Thank you so much for doing this
Thank
with
you, Showunmi, for having me. And I love people who are grateful, and you are too grateful.
Oh
And
goodness.
yeah,
Thank you so much. All right, guys, that will be all for now. Until we see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
bye.
Please watch, like, comment, and subscribe.